Hey everyone, welcome back to Speak English with Mishu. I'm Emily, and I'm so happy you're here today.
And I'm Liam. How's your week been, Emily?
Honestly, it's been exciting. You know what? I challenged myself to speak only English during my morning routine, like when I made breakfast, got dressed, even while talking to myself. It felt strange at first, but I noticed my confidence growing day by day.
That's amazing. And it's actually the perfect example for today's episode, because our topic is all about how to practice English every single day.
Exactly. A lot of learners think they need hours of study, heavy textbooks, or special classes. But the truth is, practicing English daily can be simple, fun, and part of your normal life.
So today, we'll show you how to make English practice natural, consistent, and effective. By the end of this episode, you'll realize that improving your English doesn't have to be stressful. It can fit right into your daily routine.
Let's get started. Imagine if in just a few months, you could feel confident speaking anywhere because you built the habit of practicing every single day. That's the journey we're going on today.
So, Emily, let's break it down. Why does practicing English every day matter so much?
Well, think of it like exercising. If you go to the gym once a month, you won't see results. But if you move your body every day, even a little, you grow stronger. English is the same. The more you practice, the more natural it feels.
Exactly. And here's something important. Daily practice doesn't have to be boring or difficult. It can be short, fun, and flexible. Even 10 minutes a day can create a huge difference over time.
That's true. Many learners believe they need 2 or 3 hours of study, but that's not realistic for busy people. The secret is consistency. Doing something small every day builds momentum and confidence.
And I think another reason it's so powerful is because it keeps your brain connected to English. When you practice every day, English stops feeling like a school subject and starts feeling like a natural part of your life.
Right, and that's what today's episode is about. We'll explore the common struggles learners face, why they find it hard to stay consistent, and then share simple, powerful strategies you can use daily.
So, if you've ever said, I don't have enough time, or I forget my English, don't worry, we've got you covered.
Stay with us because by the end of this conversation, you'll have a clear plan for practicing English every single day without stress.
Emily, let's be honest. Many learners struggle with practicing English consistently. What do you think is the biggest problem?
I'd say it's frustration and feeling stuck. People want to improve, but they either forget, get busy, or feel shy. Then they blame themselves and think, maybe I'm just not good at English.
Yes, and that's so common. I've seen learners start strong for a week or two, then stop because they feel they're not making progress fast enough. It's emotional, too. They feel disappointed, embarrassed, and sometimes even anxious about speaking.
Another challenge is not knowing what to practice. Some learners spend hours reading or watching videos, but never actually use the language. Without speaking, writing, or repeating what you learn, it's easy to forget everything.
And this creates a cycle. They try, get frustrated, stop, and then feel guilty for not practicing. That's why we often hear, I want to practice English every day, but I just can't.
Exactly. But here's the good news. Once you understand these struggles and why they happen, you can create strategies that actually work. Today, we'll give you practical tips that fit into real life, not just theory.
That's right. So if you've been feeling stuck, this episode is for you. We're going to break the cycle and make daily English practice simple, doable, and even fun.
Now, let's dig deeper. Why do so many learners struggle to practice English daily?
Well, one big reason is mindset. People think they need to be perfect or know everything before they speak. That fear of making mistakes stops them from practicing at all.
Yes, and there's also habit. If you haven't built the routine, it's easy to forget or procrastinate. Daily practice doesn't happen automatically. It has to become part of your lifestyle.
Social pressure is another factor. Learners worry about what others will think if they speak wrong English. This fear can be paralyzing, even for advanced students.
And then there's the logical side, time management. People are busy with work, school, or family, and they feel there's no time to practice. But often, it's not about time, it's about how you organize your day.
Right. When you understand these causes, fear, habits, social pressure, and time, you can start solving the problem effectively instead of just trying harder blindly.
That's why our next parts will focus on practical solutions. We'll show you how to overcome these emotional and logical barriers so practicing English every day becomes natural and enjoyable.
All right, Emily, it's time to share our first solution. What's the simplest way to start practicing English every day?
I'd say it's creating a tiny daily habit. Even just 5 to 10 minutes counts. For example, you can practice speaking to yourself in English while brushing your teeth, making breakfast, or walking.
That's perfect because it removes the excuse of I don't have time. Tiny habits are easy to stick with, and over time, they build confidence and momentum.
Exactly. Start small, but be consistent. The key is not to aim for perfection, but for consistency. Doing something every day, even a little, beats doing a lot once in a while.
And another tip, choose one daily routine that's fixed. For example, after waking up, say 3 sentences in English describing your plans or thoughts. Make it automatic.
I love that. You'll start noticing that English becomes part of your day naturally. Your brain will slowly adjust and speaking won't feel forced anymore.
So remember, solution number 1, tiny daily habits. Start small, be consistent, and slowly expand your practice time. That's how real progress begins.
Now that we've talked about tiny daily habits, let's move to solution number 2, using English in real-life situations.
Yes, it's one thing to read or listen, but speaking and using English in your life is what really makes it stick. Even simple things count, like ordering food, talking to friends, or leaving a voice note in English.
I do this all the time. For example, I text myself in English about my plans for the day. It feels silly at first, but it trains my brain to think in English.
That's a great tip. You can also try describing what you see around you. If you're in a park, say out loud, "The sun is shining, the birds are singing, the flowers are beautiful." Simple sentences, but powerful practice.
And don't worry about mistakes. The goal is to use English, not to speak perfectly. Every time you use English in real situations, you learn faster and gain confidence.
Exactly. Solution number 2 is all about active usage. Make English part of your daily life, not just something you study. Even 10-15 minutes of this every day can transform your fluency over time. All right, Emily, what's our next step?
Solution number 3 is listening and repeating. This means listening to English content, podcasts, songs, videos, and repeating what you hear aloud. It trains your pronunciation, rhythm, and fluency.
I love this one because it's fun and flexible. You can listen while commuting, exercising, or even cooking. Then just repeat phrases or sentences you like.
Exactly. And it doesn't have to be long. Pick a short clip, maybe 30 seconds to a minute, and repeat every word exactly like a shadow. You'll notice your speaking gets smoother very quickly.
Another tip is to imitate the tone, stress, and speed of native speakers. It's like training your mouth and brain together. Soon, English will start sounding natural in your conversations.
Yes, and the best part, repetition builds memory. You'll remember vocabulary, phrases, and sentence structures without forcing yourself to memorize them.
So solution number 3, listen, repeat, and imitate. Make it fun, short, and consistent. Over time, your fluency will improve naturally.
All right, Liam, it's time for our final major solution, solution number 4.
And that is tracking your progress and celebrating small wins.
Yes, many learners feel stuck because they don't see their growth. But when you track what you do, like speaking for 10 minutes, learning 5 new words, or finishing a short English video, you can actually see progress.
Even tiny wins matter. Did you say one sentence clearly in English today? That counts. Did you use a new word correctly? Celebrate that.
Tracking helps build motivation. You'll feel proud, keep going, and create a positive habit loop. And celebrating doesn't have to be big, just a mental, yes, I did it today.
Exactly. Solution number 4 completes the picture. Combine tiny daily habits, real-life usage, listening and repeating, and tracking your wins, and practicing English every day becomes realistic and enjoyable.
And the more you celebrate, the more confident you become. Confidence and consistency are the real keys to fluency.
Emily, we've shared the solutions, but let's be honest, obstacles still pop up. What do you think are the biggest ones?
I'd say the main obstacles are fear, distraction, and self-doubt. Even with solutions, learners sometimes hesitate because they're afraid of making mistakes.
Yes, and distractions are huge. Phones, work, or social media can easily take away the time we plan to practice.
And don't forget self-doubt. Many learners compare themselves to others and think, I'll never be fluent. That mindset can stop you before you even start.
The key is to face these obstacles with awareness. When fear shows up, remind yourself that mistakes are part of learning. When distractions appear, set a small, specific time for practice.
And when self-doubt creeps in, remember your tiny wins and progress. Focus on what you've done consistently rather than what you haven't yet achieved.
Overcoming obstacles isn't about eliminating them completely. It's about building strategies to keep moving forward despite them.
Exactly. Keep practicing, stay patient, and trust the process. Obstacles are just part of the journey to speaking English fluently every day.
Emily, let's do a quick role play to show how these tips work in real life.
Great idea. Let's pretend we're at a coffee shop and I want to order in English.
Perfect. I'll be the barista. Go ahead, Emily.
Hi, I'd like a medium cappuccino, please.
Sure. Would you like any sugar or milk with that?
Yes, 1 sugar, please. Thank you.
That was great. See, using English in simple, real-life situations like ordering coffee is practical and builds confidence.
Let's try another one. Imagine you're texting a friend in English.
Okay, I might text, "Hey, are you free this weekend? Want to grab a coffee?"
And I could reply, Hi, that sounds great. Let's meet at 3 p.m.
See, short, simple messages are excellent daily practice.
Exactly. Role play like this every day, even alone, trains your speaking, writing, and thinking in English naturally.
Emily, let's teach 5 useful English words and phrases that learners can use every day.
Perfect. First one, consistency. It means doing something regularly. Example, consistency is the key to learning English every day.
Second, momentum. It's the energy you build when you keep going. Example, once you start practicing daily, you build momentum quickly.
Third, tiny habit. A small, simple action you do every day. Example, writing 1 sentence in English each morning is a tiny habit.
Fourth, shadowing. It means repeating what you hear exactly as the speaker says it. Example, I practice shadowing English podcasts to improve pronunciation.
And fifth, progress. The improvement you make over time. Example, tracking your progress motivates you to practice more.
These words are practical and directly connected to daily English practice. Try to use them in sentences every day to remember them better.
Wow, Liam, we've covered a lot today. Let's quickly recap.
Sure. First, we learned that tiny daily habits make English practice easy and consistent. Then, using English in real-life situations makes it stick.
We also talked about listening and repeating, tracking your progress, and celebrating small wins. And remember, obstacles like fear and self-doubt are normal. They don't stop your growth.
The key takeaway? Practice a little every day, enjoy the process, and trust that your English will improve gradually but surely.
Exactly. Start small, use it in real life, repeat what you hear, and track your wins. Before you know it, speaking English will feel natural.
So here's your action step today. Choose one small English habit, do it consistently, and celebrate your first win.
Thank you so much for joining us today. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, share it with your friends, and leave a comment telling us your favorite tip.
Keep practicing, stay motivated, and remember, you can improve your English every single day.
See you in the next episode of Speak English with Mishu.